How y'all doing? Hopefully good. I got some time to come in here. I'm still hungover from 2 days ago. And yeah, it's like that. Hold on, yeah. I don't know if I want to smoke or if I just want to chop it up with y'all. Who out there? Who out there? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come through, come through, come through. Y'all see the title. Dang, why you gotta be so vulgar? Sir, how you doing? Hard eyes and kisses and all of that right back to you. What you doing out there? You see the title. Are you aware of any of this that's going on? You have any thoughts? Anything? I haven't started talking yet. I was just about to get started. I think I want to start talking about the Hollywood strike first. What's up? Why did your live end? I was gonna go live at 1, but when your live ended, I just ran over here and started my live. Was you planning to get off, or did you just are you going back live later? It was an upload? Okay. Gotcha. All right, y'all. So yeah, I want to talk about this Hollywood strike and these women going missing on the expressway. So I don't know. Okay, now I am aware that they said that one of the women has just reappeared. She was just found back home. I think she might have been in, look, don't quote me, she might have been in Alabama or something. But y'all, I was in Michigan, and I swear to God, it just happened in Michigan too. That's why I'm like, women, just disappearing on the expressway. I was in Michigan, and we had a family event. Well, I told you about my grandmother's memorial. We did a balloon release. It was really nice. However, my brother had went out, and I think he said he was somewhere by Southfield Freeway, and then he said it was a really bad car accident with like 4 cars. Now, a lady had got out to go help or whatever. He said he wished he would have went back to help, but he didn't. He kept going. Now, a lady got out to help, and y'all, do y'all know that the lady was reported missing the next day? Ain't that crazy? So that's at least 2 instances where things is happening to women on the expressway. They going missing. I don't know if they being attacked. They haven't released any details about the other lady. Shout out to LOD. I just versus the internet. I just watched this video. It just said that they had tracked her into like a what do they call them? She had to go get like a psychic evaluation. So they don't know if something happened to her or not. She was on the phone with her family. She saw a toddler walking down the expressway and got out to help him and see where his parents were. And the last thing they reported was, well, she called the police, and then she called a family member, and the family member heard her screaming, heard the phone drop, and only heard traffic after that. The woman disappears, and now she just turns up. She just walks up and she's knocking on her house door like nothing ever happened. I'm not sure what's going on, but like human trafficking is always human trafficking, sex trafficking, kidnapping, anything. That's like always like a thought in the back of my mind, like everywhere I go, especially when I'm in wide open places. Like, y'all, I remember I went to Atlanta. I had went to Lenox Mall, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I went by myself, and I swear, like, I could not even shop. I could not even enjoy myself because I was just so, like, I just felt like, dang, like, is people follow? Is somebody gonna follow me? I'm here by myself. I was like hoping I didn't forget where I parked at. Like, I didn't want to be roaming too long, but like all those thoughts was going through my mind, and those thoughts do go through my mind, when I'm out of town or just, you know, like just suspicious sceneries, just suspicious areas, you know, like really anywhere with large groups of people, like a fair, a carnival, anything like that. I'm trying to really like be on my P's and Q's, and I don't want y'all to see me rolling up. Trying to really be on my P's and Q's and make sure that I'm paying attention to my surroundings, you know, make sure I'm not just all up in my phone and stuff. Because I already have a bad habit of doing that at night, you know, y'all do that. Just be looking at your phone when I'm getting out the car. Like, and I watch a lot of the Game Spitter. Shout out to the Game Spitter. He give a lot of great tips, but I was wondering, like, is this an isolated issue or is this something that's happening, you know, like, because, okay, the one lady went missing on the expressway and I believe it was Alabama, and then the lady in Southfield. So, I don't know. Y'all know what they just had, like 27 kids go missing in Cleveland. Did y'all hear about that? And I'm going to do an update on that. Like, I need to go and see what happened. I haven't heard anything else about that. Next, the news was about, like, the submarine. That was the next biggest news. And we haven't heard anything about those missing kids. I think that's kind of suspect. Like, it wasn't national news or anything. 27 kids went missing in 2 weeks, okay? So they obviously going for soft targets. They going, 27 kids going missing. Then women just ended up, can't say snatched up, but just disappearing off the expressway. How do a person who is reporting an accident or checking up on the accident, making sure people safe, how do they go missing? Like, what did they see? What did they find? What did they know? Or is this a whole different issue? You know, like, is this not pertaining to the accident at all? Like, I have to get more information on that too. Because when my brother told me, like, I thought immediately about the girl in Alabama. I'm like, or wherever she is. I hate that I keep saying Alabama if she's not there. Wherever she is, you know, who went missing. And I don't know if this some new kind of trafficking thing they doing where they can get people to stop on the expressway. Like, I'm not saying the accident was fake or anything, but, you know, maybe people was watching. Or maybe she was being followed. I'm not sure. I don't know if y'all have seen my video I had posted. It may even been like a year ago. It didn't get that many views, maybe like 100 views. 200, I don't remember. But the lady, she was in Ohio. She was in Toledo. And the lady, she was saying how people were following her around Kroger's. And how it was a guy, like, following her. No grocery, you know, walking real slow. He didn't have any basket or anything. She said, and she kind of just paid attention to him because she noticed him. Like, he stood out when she walked in the store. And she felt like every time she turned around, he was there. Then when she went to leave, he went to leave as well. And he was actually on the phone telling someone to meet him at the door or something like that. And when she walked out, when she got in her car, she was followed by another car. So, like, I'm not sure, but I just feel like we just need to pay attention to all these things. Like, at this point, I wouldn't be stopping for nobody. I wouldn't be giving out any change. I wouldn't be, none of that stopping. I hate to say it, but it's not even it's not even safe to stop and help nowadays. Because you never know. You never know what these people's intentions are. You never know who is who. I be thinking half these people the police anyway. Even when I see homeless people, I be like, that's probably a cop. What's up, big girl? Salute. Do y'all be thinking homeless people police? I be watching too many movies. And it seems like they be surveillancing to me. Like, who just gonna sit out there all day just looking? In my mind, I feel like, how much money are you actually making? Like, the time that you spending out here on this corner, you could go right inside that store behind you and apply for a job. You already here every day. I mean, maybe they don't got the right paperwork, but... And no offense, but, you know, if like an illegal immigrant can go find work, so can some of these homeless people. So I feel like, well, maybe that's not that, you know, maybe Like, you know, on Bad Boys 2, when the guy, was that Bad Boys 2? Or one of them Bad Boys movies. When the guy, he was like playing the homeless man and then he popped up out of the thing. We seen it. They showed us that in a couple of movies. And y'all, I had made a new channel, Conspiracy Tarot. If y'all into like tarot readings, y'all go over there. And the reason I'm bringing it up, I just uploaded the video, but it's still processing. It's gonna take some time. The title of the video over there, or I may have not put in the title, but the conversation was about continuing the conversation about NPCs and clones and stuff like that. And I was asking, like, are the police like clones? Like, are they AI? Are they like androids? Or are they just like possessed? Like, are they real people? Is it like real police left? So like, that's how I'm kind of looking at the homeless people too. Like, are they NPCs? Are they cops? Are they undercover? Are they, you know, what's really going on? Because I'm starting to look at all of this like an illusion. Especially, okay, we're going to get to that Hollywood stuff in a second. But I'm really starting to see all of this like an illusion. Like, this stuff is not right. Like, y'all, we really in the Truman Show. And I'm starting to feel like none of this stuff is real. Salute to you, friend Reggie Reg. How you doing today? Where you at and how's the weather? But yeah, I don't know if these cops is real, y'all. And I heard the governess talk about it a few times when she was saying like it's not that many few real ones left, like they reptilians or shapeshifters or something. Like invasion of the body snatchers. Like, it might not even be that many real people left. Like, I had seen the post about are the people on the expressway real, and I shared that. But I had also seen the post talk like, do y'all think all 8 billion or however billion people it is in the world, do y'all think they all real? Are they all real? I want to know how many people ever existed ever. You know what I'm saying? From when they first start counting to now. Like, how many people in total, living and dead? Because these cemeteries don't be that full. Yeah, I guess people can cremate too, but, you know, you in Biloxi? Where's that at? Is that somewhere in like the UK or something? Where the heck is Biloxi? I'm in Ohio. You listening in all the way from Biloxi? I'm assuming it's far. It sounds far. It's hot in Mississippi. Oh, okay. I used to love traveling. We used to go to my grandparents. We used to go to. They used to take us to Louisiana every year. So I used to love traveling through Mississippi, going over the Mississippi Bridge. Yes. Used to be scared to death, but always look forward to it. Always stayed up for that part. Would you say so many people living at the police station in Chicago, little kids sleeping on the ground? Wow, really? They're living there? Are they like homeless or incarcerated? Like, what they doing at the police station? Is it like at the like here people will do that at like the Greyhound, like at the bus stations. Like, even my cousin was y'all, my cousin, this kind of goes in with the thing. My cousin was basically going through the same thing at the bus station. Homeless. Wow, that's crazy. Where's the highest where's the most homeless people at? Probably in LA. Where's the highest number of homeless people at, if y'all know? But yeah, I just think it's messed up, like about the girls going missing off the expressway. I think as women, we just have to be more aware. Like, I don't care, and I don't care what you think of yourself. I don't care if you think you cute, if you think you're not cute, if you feel like you don't dress like that, or you not one of them. all Mexican though. Wow. They immigrants or aliens, or cuz I would like to think if they came over here legally that they would have somewhere to go. I'm not sure how the transition process is, but I hope they not just letting people in to be homeless. But what was I saying? Yeah, so it don't matter regardless of what you think about yourself. I don't look cute today. I'm not even dressed. Ain't nobody looking at me. Like, you're looking at you. You're the wrong way. They not looking at you like that. Me and my brother was having a conversation, and I don't know how we got to talking about it. I'm like, we got to talking about the black market and stuff and organs and stuff. And I'm like, listen, do you know how much your kidney is worth? Do you know how much that stuff is actually worth? Like, people is looking at you like that, like car parts. Like, they want to break the car down and sell it for parts. It's not about how you listen. They can, yeah, they might do that too. They might want to do that too. But ultimately, like, they looking at the world is a lot scarier than just sex trafficking. Unfortunately, because that's horrifying. And like, I've heard stories of like at the gym or at the grocery store at the gym or at the grocery store where like women will walk up to women and stuff like, oh, can you help me? And it's happened to me at the mall. I want to say maybe I was at the mall. Young lady asking me for a ride, acting very distraught, like very panicky in a way, and made me feel really uncomfortable. I told her I couldn't help her. Like, even y'all, do y'all know it still be people like standing in the middle of the road with their thumb out and shit? Like, I'd be like, is that crazy? Like, who you want to pick you up? First of all. Second of all, you better hope it's the right person. Like, people really are still getting in cars with strangers. So I don't think that was the case with the ladies who coming up missing off the expressway. But y'all, people are just getting into cars with strangers. Yeah. Like, it was this lady outside. This was about maybe 5 years ago, because my kids was young. It was a lady standing outside of our apartment complex. It was like, you know, it was a street, and then it was like a whole bunch of different complexes or whatever. So she wasn't necessarily standing outside of mine, but it was on the same street. So she was standing out there with her thumb out, and it was probably around maybe 6 o'clock. The sun was still out, but, you know, it was getting ready to go down. And I'm talking about on the corner with her thumb out. Every car passing by, I'm like, dang, should I help this lady? I finally pull up to her. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I was going to get some Rellos or something. I pull up to her and I'm like, do you need some help? Like, where you need to go? And when she told me what she told me didn't make sense. She needs to go somewhere, but she don't know if they there, so she need to go and come back. I'm like, oh, she trying to go buy some drugs. That's automatically what I assumed. It was like a middle-aged white woman. She had on like a bubble coat. It wasn't that cold. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm sorry, I can't go over there. And I left it at that. But yeah, y'all just be more careful and be more aware, like around these cars, on these expressways, dealing with strangers, homeless people, and people asking for change, all of that. Like, you never know who is who. You thinking they just a bum or a homeless person, or you thinking that they're a non-threat, and it's not even them that you need to be worried about. It's the person down the street in the car on the phone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so okay, let's talk about the Hollywood strike. So Hollywood has went on strike. They saying this is the biggest Hollywood strike since whenever. You know what I'm saying? Who cares, right? What's gonna change? Hey, Nurse Cree, how you doing, honey? Hearts and love back to you. Yeah, so what's gonna change? So do all the movies that's out just come to a halt? Like, are the release dates pushed back? Like, can we still see Who Cloned Tyrone? Or what? Like, how does this work? And I was trying to look into it and see like what they went on strike about, right? So some of the things that I saw were like, they were saying like something about streaming and them not receiving residuals with the streaming, and they're calling the people greedy, and we can't believe that we've worked so hard for these people, and these people wants to be so greedy, or let's end this commercial greed or something they were saying, or this corporate greed. And I'm like, okay, so they're at odds with the powers that be. This should be interesting. Or is it all orchestrated? And shout to A Walk with the Ancestors. She was saying, like, the last time we seen like a really big Hollywood shutdown, it was around the same time as, the thing. Y'all know when they was making people get the jab. So, like, is this like in preparation for something bigger? Is something else about to go down, and like they just pulling smoke and mirrors and making us think like it's one thing? Oh, they mad about some streaming residuals, when really that's not it. It also made me think about Jamie Foxx too, like when his set got shut down from him getting sick. Like, what's going on? Y'all know they always tell us one thing, but it be something completely different going on. So I'm probably gonna do pull some cards on that on the tarot page, Conspiracy Tarot. So if y'all into that, y'all go over there, because I ain't gonna put none of that over here. Video games put Hollywood out of business. Red pill and blue pill was just talking about it. I had seen they was on Black Magic 363. Was they talking about it over there or on their page? Because I want to go check that out. And I heard the governor say that I seen Roseanne and Monique had went live, and I tilted my head a little bit like, okay, I'm gonna come back and watch that, but I haven't went back and watched it. But she was saying in that live, they were talking about, like, are these actors like AI? Like, are they robots? Or basically the same questions I'm asking right now about the cops and everybody else on Black Magic. Okay, yep, I did see they was live. I'm gonna go watch that. I love me some Brother Rich. I love his platform, and I love his questions. He asks great questions, well thought out, great questions. But yeah, so like, and I guess in Roseanne and Monique live, they were hinting at the fact, because it sounded like they didn't outwardly just come out and say it, that most of these actresses, actors, or celebrities is I don't know if you want to call them AI or NPCs. And is AI and NPCs, are they the same thing? I mean, technically, right? So would a clone be an NPC? Because the NPC is like something that's not, okay, in the game we know it's something that's not controlled by the player, it's something that's controlled by the game. So in life, an NPC would be something that doesn't have free will, something that's controlled by the Matrix, or, you know what I'm saying? So an NPC is really all of the above. All of the above. Everyone who's following the sound of that trumpet, whether it be whether you want to call them shapeshifters, reptilians, clones, AI, NPCs, they all under the same umbrella. That's how I'm starting to feel. And I think that's what they was hinting at. It's funny to me, though, that Monique could come out and play like that, though, even though they just let her back into the industry. They just let you back and you trying to fight to get out. Like, not saying, spill the tea, sis. Definitely spill the tea. But I'm just wondering, like, that again makes me think, like, okay, so is this real? Or was this orchestrated as well? I know Roseanne is kind of on the outs, but Monique, I don't know. She sounded like, I thought she had her foot back in the game, I thought she was back rolling. But it don't sound like it. My car just turned off. So, y'all, guess what? The second reason why they was saying that they didn't want to, they wanted to go on strike. Now, the writers, I guess, been on strike for over 70 days. Now, the actresses and the actors just joined the strike with them. So, on some of their signs, like, they're marching, they got their signs, and, no corporate greed, this, that, and the third. And then I see on the back of the sign, no AI. No AI. what is going on? So what's the, and listen, if y'all have been paying attention, AI has been everywhere. It's like making this big grand entrance. Like, I was telling y'all, like, how my brother watched the stocks and stuff. He was watching MSNBC, and all they were talking about was AI is on its way, AI, AI, AI. And like, even how they added the AI person on the Snapchat and stuff. Like, they're like slowly but surely like just inundating us with artificial intelligence. Like, everywhere we turn, we hearing artificial intelligence. Like, they're trying to make us as comfortable with it as possible. And I was talking to somebody the other day about artificial intelligence. And do y'all know he gonna say, like on the Jetsons? And I'm like, the Jetsons? And I had to think about it. On the Jetsons, the vacuum, wasn't the vacuum talking? Didn't the vacuum, like, it had awareness, like it had a conscience, like the eyes lit up, it could respond. Like, I'm not sure what else in the home did that. Or what else was that show? Like the house that was alive. Y'all know that show where the house was alive. Now, I'm not sure what else in the house was alive at the Jetsons, or what else was artificial intelligence. But how is it possible that they even able to have this knowledge so far in the past? Like, really? They was showing artificial intelligence in the Jetsons. That's wild. So yeah, the actors were on strike. They said no AI. AI is a threat to, they said AI is not art. And y'all see how they've been trying to, look, the celebrities is about to get pushed out. Everyone was complaining like, oh, they're going to take the jobs of the servers and the people in the grocery stores, the baggers, and this one and that one. And yeah, that's true. But what we not realizing is they're going to take some other people's jobs too. Like the actors and actresses. Like the celebrities. Like the singers. They don't have to control them. They don't have to give them a handler. You get what I'm saying? So it's way more cost friendly. You know, like, it just makes more sense. And this another way they're going to keep the rich richer and the poor poorer. They going to put us all out of jobs. Give all our jobs to artificial intelligence as much as they can. And it's just crazy that they starting with like the actors. Well, no, because, you know, they doing it in the fast food restaurants too. You got to go to the kiosk now. It's a kiosk everywhere, or it's an option for a kiosk. Or you go in these restaurants now and they tell you, no, we not taking orders at the counter, you have to go to the kiosk, even if they have people, you know, which is crazy. So I don't know what's up with that. But yeah, so the actors is on strike because they don't like the fact that they is bringing artificial intelligence into the studio. So I don't know if how it work, or if they just using these people faces, or how or why these people are so intimidated by this artificial intelligence. But Hollywood is shut down. That many people went on strike that Hollywood is shut down. So who is Hollywood and who are they up against? So the actors and the actresses obviously are not Hollywood. They just worked there. Like, who are the beings that's making this decision that goes against the people who have to put in the work? Like, I guess that is their union, the SAG AFT or whatever it's called. Yeah, I was about to say, where is their workers union? But they got one. That's why they on strike to begin with. But yeah, this is gonna get real ugly, y'all. This is going to get real ugly for a lot of people. But surprisingly, the celebrities, see, they thought they were safe. They really thought they were secure. They had separated themselves from us so much that they thought that they was different from us. And a lot of people make that mistake. If you ain't tied in, all these people are pawns. If you not tied in with these people, you could best believe that they will sacrifice you too. They'll cut your pay. They'll bring in some artificial intelligence to replace you, something that's more cost effective, something that they don't have to convince, something they don't have to manipulate and threaten and curse and tell them, oh, well, we'll sacrifice this, we'll take this away, we'll, they don't have to deal with all that with artificial intelligence. Or do they? Because isn't the whole point of artificial intelligence is that, like, it learns, it becomes more intelligent? Like, wouldn't eventually it figure out that it's getting played? Like, wouldn't eventually it build up enough knowledge to be like, okay, enough knowledge of the world and, social things, and maybe they'll try to keep it like dumb, for lack of better words. Maybe they'll try to keep it limited so it doesn't know all of the issues of the world. If it can only go based off what it knows, maybe it won't let it expand its consciousness, or they'll try to limit its expansion of its consciousness, which is going to be really hard to do, because they tried to do the same thing with black people when they were slaves. You can't read, you can't write, and what did they do? They rebelled. You told them they couldn't, they said they wanted to. So, no, I could see the same thing happening with artificial intelligence. And I really think it's going to turn on them. I heard when Brother Yosef, like, I forgot in what live it was, but he was talking about how he feels that it's a rogue artificial intelligence somewhere. In the future, it's going to control the world. But don't they already know this? Because they kind of show us this in, like, movies and, like, cartoons and stuff. Like, everything's dark and either the sky is red or it's black or it's no sunlight, right? And it might be cloudy and everything might be like mechanical machines, like almost like a apocalyptic type of scene with a lot of machinery or things like that. Like, I feel like I've seen this scene over and over and over again. Or even like like on the Umbrella Academy, when was it number 5 was a jumper, when he jumped and he ended up in that place, was just in a place of just destruction. Like, I don't know. It's crazy though, because artificial intelligence is here. It's definitely here. So if it's going after Hollywood now, then what's next? What's next? I know a few people jobs are safe, maybe for now, like truckers and, even YouTubers. But yeah, and nurses, medical field, anybody really working with their hands. You remember Brother Yosef saying that about the artificial intelligence, that it was gonna go rogue and basically control the world. It was gonna take over the world, and he said it was out here right now. He said it was out here, right? It's already out here. And he may have even said that they was trying to find it, which is crazy. So it can be in our microwave. It can be on my like, how do that work, y'all? We need more information. I need more information on artificial intelligence. What is and what is not, because we walk around with these smartphones. And so, okay, a smartphone, that's just, our upgraded phone, right? I guess, whatever, a mini computer. So Siri would then be the artificial intelligence, right? Or like on the thing on Snapchat, how it's like, hey, I'm your AI friend. You want to give me a name? Like, I went on there and I played with that for a little bit. And then I'm like, no, let me quit playing with this, because I feel like you're trying to learn me. I don't want nothing trying to figure me out when I'm trying to figure it out. And then you a robot. You got your robot intelligence over me. You computing and putting shit faster. You putting shit together faster. That's scary to me. My blunt keep going up. But what do you think? Do you think that we're going to be able to control artificial intelligence? Y'all just think like 10 years from now, it might just be robot dogs walking down the street and just a mix of people, like on Futurama. Y'all know how on Futurama it have like the humans, the aliens, the robots, you had the sewer people or the people who was underground and like the inner earth. You had all types of people just cohabiting. You had like the things flying, but you also had stuff on the ground. Like you still had like your things. I can't remember if they had, if everything, if all the cars flew, or if some of them rode on the ground. But I do know that they would be walking on foot as well, and they would be looking up, and you would see like all these overpasses and things. Hollywood from the holly tree, when you burn it, it makes you hallucinate days when they do them rituals. Oh, now I knew that about the Hollywood. They say that's the no. I was about to say, is that like the same stuff that be on the wreath, like the Christmas wreath? Cause I want to say when I seen a picture of it, it was like it still had like the red things or whatnot. Let me roll up these windows. But yeah, I knew about the Hollywood. Hold on. Dang, I ain't got no other light right here. Oh, it might be a wrap. It might be a wrap. Let me turn it down some. Yes, the wrap. That lighter's out of it. But yeah, let me see. I heard the AI police dogs are in New York. That's where I seen them at. And my brother had tagged me in a picture, and they was like working them out. They was like up, down, up, down. Or maybe they might have been in China too, but they could have might have just been made in China, you know, which is crazy. Like they really about to be attacking us with dogs and shit. And I say us because people can say what they want to say, but our people are targeted for whatever reason. Skin color, ether, melanin, whatever. Everybody be like, no, it's not that, it's this. But for whatever the reason is, they don't like us here. We bother them, make their skin crawl. But yeah, like AI is the future, and it's here. And shout out again to the governors. And I may have talked about this in my last live too, but like they show us, they keep showing us before it happened. Like how I was just saying, like in the Jetsons, even like the Superman cartoon, like back in the day, the old one, when he had put his crystal in a thing and a scream a pop up, or you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that, like stuff we just overlook. I had shared a clip from PJ Masks. Like my baby loves PJ Masks, and PJ Masks, like the night ninjas were trying to go find a crystal or something, right? And in order to get through, they had to go through a wall. In order to get through this wall, they had to do like all of these mantras and hand formations and things like that. And once they completed it, the wall just opened up. Like they went into another realm, another dimension. Like they really be playing in our face, like for real. And that's why I'm not too sure about this Hollywood strike, because these are actors. At no point is we supposed to look at them like they normal people. They acting. They still acting. Even when they not acting, they acting. Even when they not working, they working. And that's okay. But you can't expect me to believe a goddamn thing you got going on. I don't feel bad for y'all. Y'all already rich. Y'all want more money. I'm sorry. All I can do is go watch the movie once at that. But I think it's wild that they is all on strike like this. I think it's definitely another distraction. So we should just sit quiet and chill. They don't got nothing to do with us. Us common folk. They don't got nothing to do with us. But we should just sit back and chill and see what's coming next, because what? Hollywood is on strike. Why? But yeah. Let me see how long I've been on here. 40 minutes. Because my lighter ain't working. I'm going to have to blow this party. You still in here / everything. And do y'all think the birds and stuff is real? Like the birds, the squirrels, like both of them. Like, y'all, I found, okay, last year I found like a few dead birds. Like, my kids have a pool, and I'm like, I want 2 or 3 times. It was 2 or 3 occasions where a dead bird was in the pool. And I'm like, what type of disease-ridden stuff is this? Got rid of it, cleaned everything to the best of my ability, bleached everything down, cleaned it, refilled it, leave it up for a minute. Because, you know, it has a pump and everything. So we shouldn't even have to, like, keep refilling it. But birds just, I'm like, what are they doing? Like, are they trying to drink the water and falling in? Like, I don't understand why all these birds is turning up in this pool. And then, like, the other day, y'all, I seen a dead squirrel. And the thing is, okay, dead squirrel, no big deal. But have y'all ever seen a dead squirrel? And if y'all did, it probably got ran over, right? Or I don't know. Yeah, most likely ran over. I was going to say, or maybe eaten by a dog or something. But no, it probably got ran over. Y'all, this squirrel was just laying in the backyard. Literally. It wasn't even my house, so I can't even say in my backyard. But at the house I was at my friend's house, the dead squirrel was just laying, like, right next to the central air thing. And I'm like, I don't think I ever seen like a freshly dead squirrel like this. It's no blood. I can't see any injury. I can't see anything that, you know, that would indicate like trauma. So I'm like, what the hell happened to this squirrel? Did it eat something? Is it something? And this was right around the time when, this was about a week or 2 ago, when we was getting all of the bad air quality stuff like that. I'm like, is it the air quality? Like, how do a squirrel just drop dead? And I'm looking at it because I don't know. Like, usually if I see a squirrel dead, it's because it's been ran over, and it's usually looks like roadkill, right? This squirrel just looked like fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was still like fleshy, and just, it still looked alive. It didn't even really look dead. And I'm like, it was just odd to me. And someone else told me that they saw a dead squirrel as well. So I don't know what's up with that. But I was saying, I don't know if they real and stuff, because you know how they able to play on the power lines. And shout out to A Walk with the Ancestors again, because like, I wasn't even gonna talk about NPCs and all of that no more. I was just gonna leave that subject alone. But after I watched her live last night, I'm like, man, I don't know. Like, how can they just sit on the power lines? Like, why? Like they say, because the electricity, like when I Googled it, it said the electricity just flows through their body and back into the line. So if we go to the human on there, is it gonna do the same thing? Like, what's so different about their makeup than ours, that they are able to do something like that? And birds too. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I had did the tarot reading. I'm like, are these birds like artificial intelligence? Like, are they just, because I don't know if y'all watch Rashad Jamal, when he was out, he had did a video on like birds being, not, he didn't say artificial intelligence, he just said like government spies. You know, like, I feel like it's a bird just landed right here on the trampoline. But like, I feel like it can really go either way. I feel like they are so bothered by people, and they are so obsessed with knowing everything that's going on everywhere, that yeah, they would definitely put some. And then I think we need to, the world that we live in, the world we think we live in, we don't live in no more. Like, it's probably not as many animals out there as we think it is. And that's why they can pass a bill or a law saying like, okay, let's go clone some meat and put it in the store. It's okay to do now because it's not nothing else out there. These birds is probably fake. The cows that you do see, the few cows that you do see, are probably clones. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, I don't know. And that's why I was getting it at when I was saying, like, do y'all think all these people was real? Because What if they not? What if they just like recycle clones and it's only a few of us here that's real? Like, yes, we see other people, but is it really like the Truman Show? Like when we go in our door, do everything stop? Baby birds as well, fresh out the egg and die. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. And yeah, it's just crazy what's going on in nature right now. I don't think none of it is what we think it is. Did you ever play, like, this was probably about 16, 17 years ago. Probably longer than that. I can't remember what grade I was in, but computer games was the thing. And I used to go on there and I used to play this game called the McDonald's game. Y'all ever played the McDonald's game? On the McDonald's game, like, basically you played working at McDonald's. You played the corporation, but you had to do every side of it. You had the corporation side, then you had the actual restaurant, you know, working in the restaurant part, and then there was like the crops and this, that, and the third. And like in that game, it shows you like a lot of this stuff is real underhanded. Like in the game, like how we see Ronald McDonald with a smile and stuff, like in the game he was kind of evil, he was kind of angry, and it was showing like, oh McDonald's did this. Look, I thought it was the NPC, but look, it was showing like they're like, oh, McDonald's like you would have to cut down the rainforest to grow crops or to put the cows or whatever. So they like, do you want to cut down the rainforest? That's the only way you're going to get more wheat. That's the only way you're going to have more meat. That's the only way you're going to do this, do that. And you do it. And then here come all these people complaining or whatever. So, and then they give you your options like, how do you want to resolve it? Or you can ignore it. You can completely ignore it. You'll probably end up getting sued in the end. Like, the game was that detailed. But, you could do things like donate, and they'll show up as McDonald's just donated to the homeless or to the obese or to the this or to the that. Like everything was really, when really they probably didn't cause somebody a heart attack, or really they didn't tore down the rainforest and everything like that. Like everything here in this world is so underhanded. Like everything, the churches, everything is presented as good and it's actually bad. Everything. Our music, everything. I just hate how they gaslight us about the music.